Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another replay review. Let's get going planetside. We're learning more about the sea. We're gonna keep our focused on Isthmus Sea. And this is clearly the impact role. I just don't. I just can't fathom how to properly counter it when it beats you, and you're on the side of the sea. And I just can't fathom how to make a comeback on the sea. It was a game of losing both seas. This is an epic L, but that's not really what we're here for. We're here to just try our best and learn about this sea in particular, because this is the one that, like, we were supposed to have won. Our highest OS player is interested in doing stuff. Let's see how this all goes down. I remember there's just quite a bit of rage that goes on this game, so you have to excuse the boys. So he's just kind of doing this standard sort of thing where you've got these three wins involved. Somehow he's just getting the air player to give him shit without paying him, which is always cool. You always like to see that. First we go for a skater, then another skater, then a construction boat. Okay. We go get our mexes. We get a res boat. Are we gonna go reclaim? That would seem pretty smart. Maybe put down a... Okay, he's probably just built it for... Okay, his opponent has gone onto the island. Way to go him. Unlucky,
Commander,
honestly.
self-destructed.
That we couldn't take down the transport in time. That's pretty big, right? Because now this guy... Now his opponent here gets these extra 2 mexes, which... makes a big impact. But right, okay, so he's taking advantage of the space. He's seeing, okay, I've got free reign. So this is very beatable though. There's no torpedo launcher yet. But he's just getting the destroyer up first. Okay, I like it. He hasn't even gotten up no mexes up yet. 2 anti-air, oh my goodness. 2 anti-air, we got it again, it's when I draw a box or something, or click with my left mouse. 2 anti-air turrets, 3 light lasers, a radar, looking good on the island. So in the cove, what have we built so far? We've built a, okay, this makes sense. Sure, destroyer, herring, so destroyer, sonar boat. We've got Dark Blue, who has got 5 dolphins and 2 destroyers. It's quite a bit. And 1 torpedo launcher is definitely... maybe... I think dolphins can kind of own destroyers, honestly. I think Dark Blue wins the fight right now, especially with these guys in play. Wow, has been coming out for a fight? That's kind of crazy. I think you definitely want to be more cautious in this position. Like, you've got... let's see here. Let's just take a quick thought here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mexes to 7 mexes, 8 mexes. So you're up 2, and that's the island difference. So let's just have a look here as well at the metal that we've made here. Yeah, it's already 1,000 metal difference. That's a whole destroyer, which is pretty big actually. So it seems like what we're learning here today is winning this island is pretty huge. So rushing out this constructor bot from Cove Sea to get picked up by a transport that you pay for seems pretty ideal. It looks like, yeah, 2 wins he gave away for a light trans and a scout probably. Maybe you're supposed to give 3, but whatever. And now he's like I said, 1,000 metal ahead. That's huge. So it really makes such a big difference getting those extra mexes early is kind of what I'm finding out in these games that I'm rewatching. Like, just having this extra metal is really what makes the difference. He's now gonna immediately, by the way, it's crazy that Dark Blue gave him the space here, right? Like, I think that he's got the sonar boat, but the sonar boat can't see. Let's have a look. What is he? Oh god. Oh, whoa. Turn that off. Okay. But we want the player. No. Player view, but not player. Okay, yes. So he can't quite see the enemy boats, but he kind of knows they're there. And I feel like this is the type of boat composition where you know, like, okay, 1, 2 blobs. You're not seeing any more blobs come up. Yeah, so he goes and fights it. Okay. Always be looking for low radar numbers, especially when you've got these early Dolphinos. Let's see though, how badly do they die to the destroyers? Pretty bad. It looks like it's 3 shots from a destroyer to blow up a Dolphino. But I mean, he has more destroyers, so I think if you're just sending the Dolphins, maybe in a line, maybe do a little swerving back and forth, you can catch them there. But I guess the speed is pretty important. 105 versus 62, which is double the speed. So they could have probably caught the oppressors. I think he could have taken a pretty decisive fight there, because now he's just gonna fall behind in units. Let's see here. What more has he built? So he's just been building oppressors. He's got 1 construction, 2 construction. He's got this guy just like queued up, building stuff everywhere. He really likes these beholders. This is actually kind of funny. That's pretty good, right? Because they're invisible and they just sit there. So until enemy gets radar of them, that's free. Cool, sure. But it's probably a waste, right? It's probably a waste because I feel like unless you maybe if you just build like 2, right? I think this position and this position are pretty solid actually to scout. Then you're probably getting decent value out of them, right? Maybe 1, 2, 3. You could build 4, and then you kind of get a really good overview if somebody is coming at you, and that's actually pretty cheap. Let's compare beholder price to a sonar. You get 4 of these beholders for 1 sonar, so it's actually, then you're getting a fairly similar effectiveness. It does cost you more energy though, and I think they're cloaked, right? So yeah, it does cost 10 energy per second as well, so it's much more energy intensive. No, I don't like it. I take it back. I don't like it. It looked like a cute idea. It's not. I hate it. What the fuck? This is costing him 146. 140 fucking 6 energy per second, and he's got him cloaked. Oh boy, I guess. What if you uncloak him? It kind of defeats the purpose, right? Oh, I hate that. Okay. So now he's pretty far behind on metal. Probably. Look at that, about almost 2,000 now. Bro has tier 2 on the way over here. It's 10 minutes. Tier 2 is on the way. What's our tier 2 situation looking like, by the way? Because I saw later in the game we saw complaints. Yeah, no, we're looking great. Our eco player has done just fine, I think. Who knows though? The 10 minutes is not a good judgment time. Well, let's judge by a quick check. 2.1 versus 1.3. 52. 63. Okay. Behind. Good to know. Because he didn't blow his commander. We still... What is this? This is just a ball of 5 destroyers. This is winnable. This is winnable. This is where the boat diversity really comes to the foreground here. And you kind of want to realize, like, oh, because I have these dolphins, they can come in, get me the flanking, and then it's literal. I mean, it's carnage. Once you've got flanking and your destroyers are shooting the destroyers that are getting flanked, it's over. It's game over. Goodbye. And what a joke! Like this is 6 destroyers, 5,000 metal. So that's like what 3,000, 4,000 metal for your res subs to just suck right up. I mean, that's C1 right there. So he's not really winning C, right? Unlike what happened here. What happened on this side? 0 torpedo launchers. Got immediately contested and died. So that was a little bit unfortunate. And just you know, doing like mild scaling things now. That's the other thing, right? Like, I don't know how as a Cove C or as a Beach C you really fight back once that happens to you, once your lab is completely destroyed. Like, where is the moment that you go, okay, and now I build another lab and I try to get onto the sea, you know? Because now this is blocked off to you. Your only option is over here, but he's even got he's got everything, right? He's got the whole entire sea I'm certain that their red guy, not made for most metal. I guess their tech player's now nicely scaling, but even Bezruk got it. I guess he must have gotten his island later. Okay, we're making an interesting play here. We are now saying I'm ready to fight and I need to win, right? We've got the Dolphinos, so we know we've literally got the vision of this is a master stroke in naval tactics, right? Wow, actually. Ah. What were the beholders for? What were the beholders for? Alright, let's see here. Let's see how this plays out. Just a moment of desperation in myself here. I feel like so many rolls just went kind of wrong here. Okay. Now we've got the pincer set up. Here it is. He's going for the production. Okay. We're swinging around. Time to go for the production. Interesting move. He loses 4 or 5 Dolphinos for that. Probably maybe a bit more. 6 Dolphinos. Okay. Okay, and now what are we up against here? It's a lot of destroyers. Pink was really up there now. We got 15 destroyers out. Now it's too much. Yeah, now it's too much here. Wow. Just the destroyer spam not getting punished. If the destroyers had been contested at any point here, wow. But the torpedo. Okay. Oh nope. 5. What was that? 5. Okay, we were just going really fast, and 5 torpedo bombers just absolutely GG'd out of the game there. By the way, our air player seems to be kind of ridiculously ahead. This guy's just making tier 1 fighters like a silly goober. We have just won the air battle here, actually. This is the moment as air where we realize, holy shit, let me make some bombers and go win. But maybe it's not enough, right? Maybe if he takes the pedal off the metal here, and then he just dies. Yeah, there's not a lot of AA out. If those torpedo bombers hadn't died there, this really would have been off our ass for so long, and that would have been nice. Cause yeah, this ended up being a really big problem this game. So, but okay, so Dark Blue managed to actually transition tier 2. He got a quick little assist from air. That was really slick, actually, from Papazine. Way to go to him. I loved it. He came in literally at the timing. Well played. Beautiful. And so now Dark Blue has a second chance. He's once again stronger right now, by the way. He's getting moved upon by 2,000 meddling units. He's got 5,500 meddling units. Even if we count these guys, it's still only 3,000 metal. Where is the fight? Why isn't this, just set to follow this guy, and this is one little control group? Where is the fight? We need to be fighting. We need to be, like, testing our metal right now. Like, are we stronger? Like, he just got wiped off the sea, right? Look at that. We're literally dominating. Crazy. Now he's just got a bunch of sonars. Sure. I don't think it's really necessary, right? You want a jammer and you want the anti-nuke. The Haven. The Haven is the sweet boat. I think you both are able to produce it yet. It's the Haven or the Oasis. It's got so much text we can't even read it all in the bottom left there, but the important part is that it actually... can we see it? No. It actually generates power. Let's see. Oh, there is one on the field, actually. This is good. This boat is very, very important. Here we go. Now we can see in the bottom left here. We're making 300 energy per second. And so what you can do, right, we've got a stockpile of 20. If you decrease that down to like 3, so that it still like does a little anti-nuke, right, maybe 2 even, right, that's probably enough to defend your boats from like a desperate nuke attempt that you're gonna need. Then it'll stop sucking 83 energy per second, and then it's actually like not even the worst energy generator in the world, right? Because on top of it generating you the energy, it's also doing all of the lovely things of being a radar sonar. So, very nice, very nice. It's a very, very important boat to get quickly, I feel like. Let's just zoom back in on Statistiken here. Have these been upgraded at all? No, but imagine, dude. Whoo! Imagine if he just bought another flotilla device for his tier 2. Wait, where is his tier 2? Up here somewhere? Yep. Funny. Building walls. I like it. And that could have probably helped him a lot here. Like, imagine how much extra metal he's making. He's already second highest on the team, and he'd probably be up a couple thousand here pretty easily. Just out of curiosity, just to take a little look at ourselves here too in this game compared to enemy pond, which is interesting for me to see how we were doing. 45 to 52. So I was definitely out ecoing their pond, which is always nice to see, even though I do my weird commie gameplay and take a long time to get my mexes up, as we can kind of see here. I built, what is this, 9 titles, 10 titles for the team today. This was a very sad moment for Air. I despise this, by the way. This is still him, like, realizing, like, oh, it's free, I can actually go for it. And he's not wrong, by the way. Like, literally, if this bombing run, like, is going for a target right now, it could have had real impact. Just that classic Road to Zero OS problem of like, oh, I have bombers. Wow, the front is so scary. Let me go there. Right? We had these banishers up here, and I really should have tried to like micro my banishers better probably this game, just to reflect a little bit on us. But this is kind of the penultimate sea fight coming up here. I was probably ecoing a little too hard, jerking a little too hard back here. But I think in general, I was happy, right? Junos, sending out spam like I should, and making banishers. I thought, oh, hey, poison arrows, maybe that'll take out these boats. He's got fucking 10,000 metal in boats. No, it's not. And these are definitely not meant to. And this is, leave a comment, please. Leave a comment. Hello, I need some commentators. What is good against this? Like, is it supposed to be banishers? Is it just banishers that I can build to help me fight off all of that nonsense with Quakers? Like, they've got the same range. I don't think the Quakers would do much different. I just don't... Like, what am I supposed to build? Is there like a tier 2 torpedo launcher? No. Maybe yeah, maybe it's just even this just doesn't really cover, rattlesnake doesn't really cover much. This pulsar, I mean, maybe a pulsar would have felt chill in this game if I had a pulsar here. Actually, this is a little reflecting on my frustrations, because what we're going to end up seeing, which probably should have happened quicker, is a artillery ship. Let's go have a peek here. Oh, it's of course the flagship is coming up too. The more fun version of the messenger, the cruise missile ship. But these just are, I think, better. Like if he had made one of these instead of a despot, could be made 2. All of this is just dead. So it's those guys are truly devastating. Oh, he just built a hovercraft. He did a little hovercrafting. There's a little interesting stuff going on. You know, this is one of those keys and interesting changes and plays that you can make in the sea, right? I think this could have been Light Blue's opportunity as well. Oh wow. Maybe the option is vanguards. Maybe we just needed some pinpointers. Is there a jammer with this? No. So actually, I mean, if these guys are shooting that might be useful. Let's see here. So this is looking very winnable. Like, this is just despots, right? So I don't think those actually can win necessarily here. Let's see how much these kind of shots are doing. That was about 6. Oh wow, that was a direct hit, and that was almost 10%, I think. but still, we're doing pretty decent DPS. We wanna like, okay, yeah, we're taking, right, this pink, by the way, has got incredible boat micro here. Showing the ass or showing the point of the ship is always ideal, right? Never give him your broadside. Or maybe it's not, I don't know, maybe we did just die, but obviously the basics of retreating good, advancing bad do apply here. I think, so that's, okay, that's actually something interesting to think about for boat micro. Where if you see your opponent turning around and going back, if you're not already full steam, you need to be turning around too. And letting them come at you. And it looks like it's very much a sneaking sort of a dance. Where you're kind of doing like figure eights almost, back and forth maybe, as your ideal boat micro. So maybe showing a broadside is ideal. I'm not sure at all. This is, I mean, maybe I just got to start trying to experiment on seeing myself in my games. But this is all very interesting to see. Where I think we definitely had a huge opportunity to take our dolphins and do some pincers. I feel like there were multiple opportunities where we had tier 1 boats mixed with our tier 2 boats, and this guy just went for heavier options that were punishable by the fact that we mixed in, that we actually made a mix, and we're really seeing how important it is to have a mix on your sea, just so that you can have the you know, you want the one sonar boat definitely, and I don't think you just, I think the proper micro for your sonar boat is just put it on follow and just have it follow whatever your bigger boat is, whether it's a destroyer or whatnot.
Commander has died.
But anyway, it was interesting to see, right? It was interesting to see the power of light transing over as Cove C. I really liked that, honestly. I liked making a bot lab. I liked getting our con up and just transporting it over with a little bit of fighter support. That seemed really legit. We were like 1,000 metal ahead, and now we're just dominating, right? At this point, our heavy metal playstyle has paid off. Now we get to go annoy all the idiots on the front. Dark Red already doing quite a bit of annoying with the old flagship. What's he see? Okay. So he sees where my eco is. He doesn't know where my shield is. But yeah, he's microing it pretty good there. He's got a little tier 2 amphibious tanks coming through. Beep beep. Okay, one more time. Island, super important. Make sure to try and utilize, if you're not building assault frigates and destroyers, and you're going for a mix of supporters and dolphins on top of your destroyers, you really need to be making sure to take a fight with it, because before you get kind of a more critical mass, that just seems way better. I actually also wonder what the range is. 480 versus 710, so that's pretty big too for the Riptides versus Destroyer matchup. But just having these faster boats to get on top from a bit of a side angle and kill, because they're not necessarily going to have a sonar boat. They're not necessarily going to be so smart. For some, I guess they just suicided all of that, probably so that they can scale more. What the heck? Oh yeah, no, and now the anger is coming out. Our boy did just kind of send his Thors forward without using their abilities, and they just kind of died, as you would expect. And I got pretty pissed about that, I'm not gonna lie, because, like, what the fuck's the point of playing eco, scaling this hard, and then just sending it all to die? Makes me mad. But we've learned a good bit about sea today, I feel like. I continue to learn. You know, just some thoughts about maybe what Dark Blue could have done to contest. Because he saw at the very least that, I think he wanted a heavy transit. Maybe he's trying to get his commander over. No, I don't think he was. No. It was just the enemy Cove Sea. I think really I'm gonna play a Cove Sea game, and we're gonna report back. I'm gonna play a Cove Sea game. I'm gonna feed the winds, and I'm gonna get a light transport. We're gonna take the island, and we're gonna see how strong that is. Oof, it'll be tricky. It'll be tricky. But I hope to see you guys next time, Planet Side, as we have enjoyed another Isthmus game together. Bye bye.